Chill, bro.
He's one of the best scientific
Didn't even know
minds
what
we
to
have
say.
today.
I've fucking done this in ages. Oh, you all know who I am, so we'll let the bro introduce himself.
Kia ora, ko
Introduce
Michael King Taku ingoa. Kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora.
Where you from, bro? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Mataora Nui. My father's side from Nuhaka, Wairua. My mum's side from Tāngoil. Yeah.
Super. So this is part 2, eh? We recorded a while ago, but some technical difficulties. This time around we got bloody 2 cameras, we got microphones, we all set up ready to go. So the purpose of this conversation is to basically just have a yarn about moko. In particular, just wanting to get to know the kaiwhiwhi's perspective on what it's like to receive moko, and whatever else thoughts that you have, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But to start off, we'll say ask those questions. Ask the questions, get to know you a bit better. So first question, what is your favourite kai?
Oh, it's always meat. Oh, at the moment though, it's been sausages.
True.
Yeah, sausages, bro. I've been loving those. Been doing a lot of fasting though, but when I get hungry, all I think of is sausages.
Sausage.
Always the sausages.
Pause.
Going through your mind, brother.
Our favourite colour and why?
My favourite colour is, when I was a kid it was green, because it's to do with nature, you know, the forest and stuff. And that ended up being my mahi most of my life, you know, working forestry. But yeah, but I've also liked the sky blue colour.
Oh,
Yeah, real light blue. Yeah. You know, New
man.
South Wales.
Right, so favourite fighter?
Fighter.
Yeah, can be
Always
boxing.
forever, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Fuck, true.
Yep.
Why?
He was like a hero to me growing up as a kid.
Oh yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, where I come from, you know, I went to Mataora and Puhoro school, so you always get picked on. And wherever I went, I got picked on. So Bruce Lee still saw me through those bloody, what do you call them? Those warpaths, I should say.
True.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Mike Tyson.
Oh no, I didn't know Mike Tyson until it wasn't long after Bruce Lee. You know, Mike Tyson is up there, but it was always Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah.
I still carry him in my heart, you know, dearly. Or Bruce, he got me out of so much trouble as a kid. He gave me confidence, and that's all I needed.
Man.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go back to your upbringing, bro.
Yep.
You grew up in Mataora Nui.
Yep, sure did.
Big whānau, eh?
Yeah, big father.
All of yous are quite creative, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Musically,
Yep.
artistically.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from? Is it just, I don't know, where do you think your fella's creative side comes from?
When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time at my grandparents, Papa Mari and Nene Hanas. I was actually quite blessed. I got to spend a lot of time with them, especially before his passing. You know, I really loved my papa and my nan. You know, but I never ever wanted to go home when it was time to go home. Dad always told me, hurry up, get in the car. And Papa will have a couple of words to him, and I was definitely staying the night again. So, Papa always, he always sort of spent time with me. I spent time with him because he only had one leg just like the old bro Joe, and so I always did stuff for him. So he was real good to me. You know, whenever the kids were outside or the other kids, I was inside with my papa, spending time with him. And he always had treats under his bed, so, you know, out will come the beautiful fruit, the nectarines, the plums, the chocolate, all that stuff. So I was quite lucky to receive that from him, you know. And just that, so it was just the time I got to spend with him, and I'll never forget that.
Yep.
Loved my papa and my nan to bits, you know.
Man.
Even though he was a bit of a, alcoholic as,
Yeah.
but still, he still had love. I still felt the love there, and I felt protected there. Nothing could hurt me there, so it was pretty mean. I thought anyway. Still, and I think back then, you know, because I had cousins that used to pick on me too, you know, because I was like, pretty much like my son and my other brother, we were like the little white warriors,
Yeah.
you know, and we always got picked on, probably because of that, but
Yeah.
I didn't really get into that stuff either, you know, you just felt stink, you felt stink, you know, being the outcast,
Mm.
yeah.
Being fair.
Yeah,
Ah,
shit, yeah. But it was what it was, and it is what it is now, but I didn't give a shit to anyone approach me about that stuff. No, I just knocked their fucking needle
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't carry that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Been brought up with that, I say, I hope that never ever happens to my son, even though it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh,
But we deal with it when it comes, try
Yeah.
to deal with it the best we can. Not with violence though, but shit. You know, a few years ago, yeah, but nah.
But it stays with you though. It does stay with
never
you.
leaves. You know, and it's just like forgiveness is probably one of the most important things I've learned. Is I've forgiven a lot of people, you know, that have done wrong by me, you know, and
Yeah.
I just let it go. It's nothing you should hang on to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just can't move on. You can't move forward.
That's
you
it.
know. You try and teach your kids that. It's pretty hard though. It's not easy as it sounds.
Mm.
But you know, you just think of the most basic things you can put in place to, you know, to keep yourself safe in your family. That's all. And it's not rocket science really, but it's all about putting the time into it. You know, and steering away from those old habits and past lifestyle that you used to live by and all that. But yeah, you know, I love my life now. I'm so happy. I've never been the happiest, probably the happiest I've ever been.
Man.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, bro?
Oh, sure, bro. That's why I have you on this, because you're mean at conversations, bro.
Yeah, I
So,
love these conversations.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
is what it's all about, sharing that your whakaaro.
Yeah. And I've done it to a lot of young fellas, you know, in forestry over the years. I told them my story, well, you know, what happened to me being brought up, you know, and we weren't rich, you know, we were poor as, but we always had kai, but, you know, not like, you know, we had Weet-Bix on bloody, what do you call it, Vegemite on Weet-Bix for lunch and there, but, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we survived.
Yeah. Oh, sweet, bro. We'll move on to the moko questions, eh?
Yeah, I like this part.
But thank you for sharing, brother.
Yeah,
Just
no,
a little,
that's okay.
little bit. Eh?
Yeah.
But, yeah. So moving forward, so back in your early days growing up in Marae Nui, a little stint in Bridge Pa too, eh?
Yeah, I would too.
Um,
Shout out to my PA whānau, they took me in
yeah.
and when I needed them the most actually, because I was on the road to bloody nowhere. Ran away from home young years, but I owe them a lot.
Me.
I owe them a lot. I love it. It's just that place reminded me of another version of Nuhaka,
True.
because there was a lot of Nuhaka whānau there that I did not know till people started asking me questions, and next minute my Papa Murray used to work out there in the shearing shed, so
Oh,
it was pretty
true.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Man, no, there's heaps of fun. All of them are whānau out there. Yeah.
Well, you're actually quite a well-known face in the Hawke's Bay. You know, you go supermarket with you're bound to shake 10 hands.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from, bro? Is it just you being able to build relationships with people?
Yeah, I've always been into meeting people.
Yeah.
I love meeting people, and my kids even, they say, man, Dad knows everyone. Every time we go somewhere, we have to stop because he knows this person. Then we'll finish with that person, he goes to another place and another person there. Yeah, so, yeah, no, I just love meeting people. It's mainly been through probably kura from school back in the past, because I've been to a couple of these schools, and just sports, mainly
Oh, yeah.
sports. Yeah, sports, I have a lot of connections, not just in Aotearoa, not all over the world, but a fair bit of the world.
Yeah.
Through rugby and rugby league. Yeah.
And it's just you just being a good fella to everyone too, eh?
Yeah, no, when one time meet people, and if they're good to me, you know, just great relationship really. It's pretty good.
Reason I asked,
Hey.
Reason I asked it is just like, cause you're a known face within the community. Like, what was the response with you getting firstly your peha, and now obviously your mataora? What were some of the responses you received from your peers, your bros and randoms? You know, anything that sticks out to you?
Oh, the main thing that sticks out to me the most was a lot of my, well, not a lot of them, but a lot of the older Pākehā,
Yeah,
my Pākehā friends that I worked with for years.
yeah,
Especially when I had my peha done. Ah, man, one of them he always says, bro, those legs, bro, wow, that is amazing.
man.
He still says that, you know, because we work together with the old bro, and he's, you know, he always just keeps, I see his eyes just staring at me all the time. I say, bro, you're right. He goes, bro, it's your legs, man. That is beautiful. I said, oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, no, it's quite buzzy. Yeah, even when I first got my PPR done, I went to the supermarket and these three old ladies came out. And I said it and I said, oh, it's good afternoon. And their responses goes, oh my God, those tattoos on your leg are amazing. And I did not expect that. I was expecting the opposite. You know, you always think, because Pākehā is just going to look at, oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah. We always assume the worst of
Yeah.
everyone, eh?
But nah, ever since I've received my peha and my mataora, it's just been all beautiful, and it's all been Pākehā.
True.
But all my Māoris, they just say, oh bro, that just suits you to the T like you've always had it.
Yeah.
That's always the response I get from the Māori. And the Pākehā has just been embracing it exactly the same too, eh? And in their own different way.
So it's all been positive for you.
Yeah, nothing
Man.
but. I haven't
But
had no
mind
negative
you,
yet.
you're not a person that goes out and looks for a negative.
I've always believed in that smile,
Yeah.
that story about a smile.
Man,
eh?
bro.
You smile at somebody and they smile back, man, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge to
It's
me. And I
infectious,
always,
eh?
yeah, it is. And I get it at the gym too. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone's different, colour, race or whatever. I smile to everyone. I have a lot of Filipino and Indian mates at the gym now too. You know, I always talk to them and they ask me about stuff, you know. But the only thing the Indians they never ask is about this.
Yeah.
They never ask or
Well,
nothing like that. Eh?
they understand what their cultural views as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Eh? There's some
yeah.
things that
Yeah.
you need to approach differently.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I do. I just respect everybody.
mean,
We're all the same, eh? I can't. We're all human. None of us have 5 eyes or 2 eyes.
yeah, we're all
No,
the
we're all
same.
the same. We have the same.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you said earlier, like dealing with people that because you're fair skinned, you're not that fair though. I'm
Oh, not now.
yeah. But like how did that play a role in a small part of you wanting to get your moko, or what was your reasons?
I always knew as a kid, you know, when I was old enough to know that I was Māori, you know, when I was only little,
Yeah,
it's probably about 3 or 4 years old,
yeah,
and I saw moko, especially the Mataora. I always knew I'd have it.
man.
I always knew I'd have it, and I told my mum and dad, I told my brother, I told my wife, one day I will receive that. I want it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I always wanted it. Because back then, you know, man, the kōrero and all that was I was quite familiar with that, especially at Mataora school. We were bilingual then, but you know, the kapahaka was always there. And, man, I loved it, but then shit happened and we ended up moving to Clive School and it was gone. But lucky there was a Māori teacher there that helped us carry on doing our kapahaka. She let us, I forgot her name, what was her last name? She was I think she was the deputy headmaster back then. She was an old Māori lady. She from Nuhaka too. Yeah, and she, when we went, 87 I think, we went to Clive School and she let us go back to Mataora to perform with them in the inter-school kapahaka. Yeah, so we were able to do that for the next 2 years and in the 3rd year, she actually made us teach everyone, all the
Man.
Pākehā kids at Clive School. So they carried on after that. To this day, yeah, they still have kapapa at Clive School. It's quite busy, yeah, even when I left. Yeah.
So what was the process like? You in your own mind, you know, you booked a date,
Yeah.
you're ready to go. What was that process like leading up to it?
Oh,
You know, what was your thinking? Were you nervous, or you know, what was your own sort of process?
Nah, never nervous. Just receive it with open arms for what it is and what it's supposed to be. You know,
Good.
like just the same as I always wanted. You know, I always think about how our tipuna would have received it, which would be totally different.
Yeah.
So in some sense, I was trying to put my, even though I couldn't really
Yeah.
fully, I was trying to put it in the same sense as them. But you know, to be honest, bro, that day I was so happy.
Man,
It's one of those, you know, just like you're just about to have your first son,
man.
things like that.
Like a rebirth.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And oh, shit, I just loved the shit out of it. That whole day was mecca.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The whānau all there.
Yeah, all the whānau there. And real close friends, which I call whānau anyway, or especially my kids' friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they turned up too. I was quite stoked. Even though they asked me if they could, I said, no, shit, yeah. You know, because in some ways they've helped my kids as well, you know, through things that they go through that they won't come to their parents.
Yeah.
So I said I would just direct them as whānau too. So yeah, no, it was pretty mean, bro. It's hard to explain exactly how you feel, but you know, when it's done, bro, it's just like a sorrow, happy, you know, all those things. I think back when I was receiving it, it was my brother, my nanny, my papa, all of them, all my uncles that have passed, you know, all those men like my Uncle Phil Wilcox, Uncle Murray, Papa Murray, Nanny, all my aunties, Auntie Leona, there's
True.
heaps of them, you know, on both sides, my Reti side and my King side, you know, all those people are just flowing through me throughout the day. Yeah, but my brother, he was the main one. He was a big loss to me, and I'll never forget his passing. I still remember it like it was yesterday, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and I still get emotional about that every now and again.
Yeah.
But I know he's there. He's always been there for me.
Yeah.
Even though I was an asshole to him as a kid. Man, I picked on him so much.
As kids do though, eh?
Yeah, when he was gone, when his body came back to the whare, man, I just broke.
Yeah.
And lucky Uncle Bolo was there to, to hold me up.
Gee.
You know, yeah. But you know, all those things I thought about during my whole Mataora, it was just amazing. It was amazing, the feelings, you know when you finish and you want to be all smiley, but you know, when I'm looking around at our moana, our whenua, see tānga all over there and nuhaka and mahi and in the distance, it's just a whole new feeling, you just something you can't explain. Just like I can't explain being in a barrel and surfing to people. You just have to be in there to know what it feels like.
True that.
Not just that feeling, but the sounds that's going on inside that wave. It's like, you'll never experience it unless you're in it.
Freedom.
Yeah, it's hell of a freedom too. That's mean.
We'll go to the future now. So we'll just talk about what are your, you've experienced your trials and tribulations as a young fella. You know, you've experienced receiving moko and what that can do for yourself in terms of healing, strengthening yourself, your whānau. So what are your words to people that are considering doing it or on the fence or just unsure? What's something that you could share?
The first thing is don't be afraid.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to receive it. As a Māori, I think a lot of people think, you need shit. I was the same too. I think I need my reo first. I haven't known my reo fully, but I know within inside myself that no matter what happens or well, you know, how experienced I am with tikanga, we're supposed to have it anyway. It's a gift that was given to us from our ancestors, whether or not we know our Māori. I just love the shit out of it, So don't be afraid to get it. I'm trying to tell my kids, they don't even finish school yet, and trying to tell my son, bro, get your muscles, boy. And he's looking at me, hey. I said, come on, bro, why you look me ears?
I remember I was asked that question too when I was about his age from one of my aunties. Oh, you should get yours, and I was like, hey, nah. But now, hey, knowing what we know now, and you know, it's like, oh, yeah, fuck, should have.
But when it does happen, it's supposed to.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I waited all those times. Bro, you still your Mataora? I was like, nah, not yet.
Yeah.
But I was thinking for the wrong things, but in the end of it was for the right reason.
Yeah.
Time is everything, The
That's
timing,
You know when you're ready,
Yeah.
But sometimes I like to give people a bit of a nudge.
Yeah.
So especially people that I know that not only need it but deserve it, but you know would wear it well.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot
people
of
say that,
yeah.
Well, what did the old bros? He goes, oh, bro. I was saying to him, I said, oh, one of the other bros wants to get one because I got one.
Yeah.
And he said to me, something that cracked me up, and he goes, bro, you were good. I don't think he's gonna, bro. He's look at you, you know, just because of my athleticism and the way I train and stuff, the way I look. And I said, oh, I didn't think of it like that. But everyone's got their own little opinions,
Yeah.
But just don't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
It was given to us, you know. It's a special thing, I think, anyway.
It's different, definitely a privilege,
Yeah.
Like, it isn't. Sometimes I come across as I'm saying it like just anyone get it, go and do it.
Yeah.
There is a responsibility when you do wear it to.
Yeah, like don't be an egg
Yeah.
when you do get it.
That's it, bro. Because you instantly become a reflection of Te Ao Māori when you go out there and you be a clown with a moko.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to avoid. But that's what I mean by when you wear it well, because I know the type of man that you are. You know, I had no qualms about, you know, giving the, or not giving, but
I just think it's beautiful, and when I did get it, I was just so tauh, man. The spirit was just, and that's the way I feel now, you know, about, no, not just receiving the mata, about life in general.
yeah,
You know, everything doesn't have to be so difficult.
yeah.
Once
Hard,
I got this, I just thought, holy shit.
yeah,
Everything could be so simple. The simplest things in life is the key. The key to happiness, I thought. And I still think it is. You know, there's so much going on in this world, but I don't focus on that stuff. I focus on what I need to do and what I can give to my whānau.
yeah,
You know, just to protect them and just for happiness, really. That's what it's all about. That's why I think I just preach happiness. Just happiness, bro. Because that's what everyone's trying to look for. And in some ways, for some people, it's hard to reach it, to get it. But and then some, like where I've come from, I was in that same spot. It was hard.
yeah,
I was struggling hard, but once I started getting back into the tikanga side, because I've always loved my tikanga. Go to the marae, bro, I'm in there.
yeah,
I don't know anything. I don't know how to go on the pai and kōrero like my siblings
yeah,
and do what they do and kapaka and that. But I always knew what the wero was about, and I always fell in love with that.
Well, some things we're just naturally more drawn to different aspects of, you know, our duties at the marae.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like myself, like I've never been drawn to the pai,
Yeah,
but I've always been drawn to, you know, the carvings and the kōwhaiwhai.
all the artistic stuff.
And just mahi, you know, and that I'm happy as with that.
Yeah.
I'm content, you know. Maybe one day I'll jump on the pai, but that's not really a goal.
Yeah. If it happens for me, it happens. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't. But no, I just like being like the kaitiaki of him.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Hard.
You know, when stuff needs to be done, Kazi's will give me a call. I'm there. But now they are getting, you know, receiving a Mataora and Puhoro. It's been such a big blessing for me.
Oh, man.
I think it is, and I just love to thank you too, bro.
Nah, all good, bro. Don't need
There
to
was
thank
never
me.
going to be anyone else. I just knew we did our power and the way you're so funny.
Because
bro.
I'm just more of a kickback, eh? You
Yeah,
know?
you are pretty kicked back.
Ah,
You know, pretty funny too.
'Cause
Some pretty good giggles.
you have to, you know, it's heavy. It's
Yeah,
heavy. You know,
yeah.
you're altering someone's face forever.
Yeah,
I can't work in a space where it's serious and, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, no, I found that
otherwise-
out. When you told me a story about
Oh, I'm going to edit that out. Fucking hell.
see, this is what I mean.
But nah, massive bro, thank you and Joanne for allowing me here at your whare. Yeah, it's a long time coming. It's over a year we done that other one, but yeah, shit, bro.
Nah, too much stuff. Me, bro.
Can't wait.
Nā mihi kia koutou tātou.
Che. Komatu, baby.
Ko mate. My girls.
She wants a picture.